Namaskar dear students, welcome you to our channel by Gulab Sir. As a part of series of lectures, today's topic is breathing mechanism. It is a physical process. It is in support with respiratory system. Without this physical process, inhalation and exhalation of oxygen and carbon dioxide is not possible. As this system has some physical structure that works behind this breathing mechanism is given in these two pics. You can see their ribs are clearly seen as external with intercostal muscles which are attached with the ribs. Here external intercostal muscle, suppose these are the two ribs, attach external intercostal muscles, and from inside internal intercostal muscles. It has a very great role to how inhalation and exhalation. How it is so? To understand this, we have these notes along with both the process inhalation and exhalation. You can see here what I have written. That is a common sentence for inhalation and exhalation, but during inhalation it happened to be contract, and here during exhalation it happened to be relaxed. So come to the point that when external intercostal muscles, intercostal muscle does mean muscles present between two ribs. When external, that what join these two ribs from outside, and internal intercostal means that join ribs from inside. So when external intercostal muscle contract and internal intercostal muscle relax, that help to moves that ribs outward and upward. That is what written: when external intercostal muscle contract and internal intercostal muscle relax, ribs moves outward and upward. That means like this ribs moves outward and upward. It is because of external intercostal muscle contract and internal relax. Same thing that happened, but in opposite direction for exhalation, and that I am going to explain later. But before that, let you understand first what is inhalation. Because of that, external intercostal muscle contract and internal relax, these ribs moves outward and upward, outward and upward, and that is what help to increase the volume of the pleural cavity along with these ribs. When diaphragm muscles contract, that dome shaped diaphragm get flat. That what, once again, when abdominal muscles contract with diaphragm, that what, diaphragm moves downward, and hence the volume of the pleural cavity increases and air pressure decreases. So when volume increases, naturally air pressure to be decreased. Decrease in air pressure enable that air to rush from high concentration to low concentration. That is what, from outside to inside, and that is what known as inhalation. And that is what in this line which is written along with the sentences, what happened when, that what, when external intercostal muscle contract and internal intercostal muscle relax, ribs moves outward and upward. That is first statement. Second, abdominal muscle attached with diaphragm, when contract, diaphragm moves downward, and that what enable to increase, this pleural cavity increases and air pressure decreases, enabling to rush air from outside to inside. That is known as inhalation. Now let us understand what is exhalation. Say that intercostal muscles which are present between these ribs, they have opposite action. Now in the case of exhalation, external intercostal muscle relax, this external relax, and internal intercostal muscle contract, enabling ribs to move inward and downward. When exhalation is there, that means these ribs moves inward and downward, and that is what enabling to decrease the pleural cavity. When volume of pleural cavity decreases, air pressure increases. With the increase in air pressure, the air rush from inside to outside, and that is what known as exhalation. So it is very simple. So with this diagram, to understand, these ribs controlled by external and intercostal muscles to move inward and outward, and enabling to increase and decrease the volume. At the same time, diaphragm which shown here, that moves downward and moves upward. When abdominal muscle contracts, diaphragm moves downward, the dome shape becomes flat, enabling to increase the volume and thereby inhalation. In the opposite case, abdominal muscle relax, the diaphragm move upward, enabling to decrease the volume, and therefore air pressure increases, air rush from inside to outside, and that is exhalation. Now very important thing to be discussed. With this inhalation and exhalation, what we exhale the gases or inhale the oxygen and release the carbon dioxide. But when we are at a quiet place or at quiet position, either while studying or what simply we are just concentrating anything, by that time you are not inhaling and exhaling, it is autonomously work out. By that time 75% of inhalation and exhalation is carried out by movement of diaphragm. This is the point of NEET. It is not by ribs. At the quiet moment, your inhalation and exhalation is controlled by diaphragm. Please remember this one. Once again, I repeat this statement as it is asked in NEET. When you are at the quiet position or you are writing or you are studying, by that time you are concentrating something, you are not voluntarily respiring, by that time involuntary respiration is carried out by diaphragm. At a quiet situation, that is called normal situation. But do you know how many times you breathe when you are in normal situation? That is around 9 to 15 times per minute we breathe. But that is in child, newly born baby, 40 times per minute. The rate of respiration in child is very high, rate of breathing in child is very high than that of adult. Now, who enabled this breathing to increase and decrease? That we are going to learn in second part of the video. Before that, let you know, increase in concentration of carbon dioxide and H positive ion concentration is known by our carotid artery and aorta, sending that signal to the respiratory center in medulla oblongata, that is dorsal respiratory center and ventral respiratory center. Dorsal respiratory center control normal breathing now as we are in normal stage. But when we do jogging or we have to run or we have to face the emergency condition, that time our breathing rate increases. It is controlled by ventral respiratory center. I hope you got it. These two centers are present in our brainstem. That is what near pons varoli. That is also consists of one pneumotaxis center. Once the breathing rate is increased for while jogging or running, that pace of, that means fast breathing, is controlled by pneumotaxis center. So once again to repeat, we have three centers in medulla oblongata and pons varoli, ventral respiratory center, dorsal respiratory center and pneumotaxis. These three centers control the breathing. This is in addition to this breathing mechanism I told you. Otherwise, in nervous system, you are going to learn about the role of these three systems or these three centers in breathing mechanism. I hope you liked today's video. With these notes available, you can write this one, will help you to write inhalation and exhalation if question asked, explain breathing mechanism in human being. I appeal you to like our channel and share with your friend. If you are new, subscribe it. Also, press bell icon to receive your notification as and when new videos are uploaded. Thank you. Enjoy.